Ah, shit. Muffins. Hello, Death. I totally was not expecting that right then. You're gonna watch me do art today. Because I'm a little bit pissed off. Alright. So, I got some skins to do for scrap. And I swear, I wish I could just control the volume on here. Oh, I can. Thank God. Oh my God. I was going deaf. I had turned down. Oh, but that turns that down. Because my programs were giving me some errors before I started. Specifically, my Photoshop program that is totally 100% legal. All right, so we've done the repo skin. So the first thing that I need to do is make an apple costume for scrap. I also need to make a costume for Bugsnax. And then I also need to make a costume for Okami. So we got to figure that out as well. And I need to make this smaller so I can see my freaking... Is it like... There we go. Much better. Make this a little bit bigger here.
Go drink some water or I'll fucking end you.
All right, I'm gonna hydrate. I gotta grab my drink. I'm doing okay, other than annoyed at Adobe. I have Powerade today.
The ad apocalypse has begun.
I'm so sorry, Moro. I'm sorry you failed your test. That sucks. And you were so confident too. It's actually Zelda music. At least I think it is. Yeah, it's like a 2-hour long. We could do. I can pick whatever I want to listen to, honestly. I was a little bit like annoyed that I'm just gonna use his apple for my apple costume. Past this year, I sadly can't hear because of ads. Oh, that makes me so sad. Wonder if, like, I want it to be round. Can I squat it just a tiny bit? I don't want to cut too much off the apple. I do need to make a... like... trying to figure out how to make this look right. Maybe like that. Okay, no barkies. Sorry about the dog. Ryoko, enough. Stop. Stop. Alright, I'm going to...
Damn right, Eva. No more annoying ads. Let's focus on the real stuff, like apples and starting
I'm
random
sorry
fires.
that you,
That's where the fun's at.
you failed and that you panicked. That sucks so much. Sorry you had to deal with that. Alright, now we need to... I'm gonna do something really bad. And I'm just gonna cut off his little body. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Scrap. I hate how tiny everything is. Yeah, Apple Scrap is next. That's at least the plan. Let's see, arrange, bring to the front. Probably put it like right there. There and there. I really enjoy making stuff in Vector just because if I ever wanted to use it for something else, I can make it as big as I want or as small as I want. He's gonna have a little apple hat. At least that's the plan. All right. Well, good luck with finishing out school. I'm sorry that you failed. That really sucks. I'm sorry. But I can definitely understand the panic. Like you think you're going to do well and then it's not exactly how you want it to be and then it's like, "Oh, well, shit." Well, have a good day. Well, evening, I should say. Go get some good sleep. Goodbye, Scrap Body. I feel bad that I'm like completely destroying poor little Scrap. Removing his body. Little guy is gonna be just a headless little or a bodiless little raccoon. That's the cool thing about Vector too, is just being able to like grab and change how everything goes. Just edit. Like that's perfect. Fits. Perfect. All right. Now I'm going to put his little body, little fake apple body behind as well as this. And then I'm going to move this behind. Actually, we're just going to remove that. He doesn't need his little tummy patch. All right, so the tail. That's the back. Probably want to move his tail up just so that it's cuter. Move his little footy over. All right, now we got to make him a little apple hat. So let's save this real quick. We're just going to call him Scrapple. Why did I hear a... Give me a sec. you not bark? Stop. There wasn't somebody, as I punched my microphone. Yeah, I am saving, Frost. I'm saving. I figured Zelda music was going to be where it's at today. Think. I don't know. Does that work? All right. I got to see what's honking. Give me a minute. I think it's some construction vehicles down the street. I actually want to open up. What does Scrap need to be holding? The apple Scrap. He needs to be holding something, and I don't know what. I just realized I put that file in the wrong spot. Is that a little bit better? A worm?
Jeez,
A worm
Oniva,
would be cute.
that's some funny shit. Just hope it's not that gross processed stuff. We should start a cheese
Just
fight.
grab
Messy
this.
and hilarious.
Oh, by the way, Frost, I think I fixed the issue I was having with the programs. I texted my brother and looked at YouTube. Hello, Octopus! Good to see you. Is that a better volume, Frost? I think having it look like we took the top of the apple off might be cuter. There's no music now? How about right here? Is that better? Because I can actually turn it down in the app as well. At least I think I can. It let me do it just a minute ago. Is that a little bit better? It was definitely deafening me earlier. I think making the apple, like he's actually in a giant apple, and cute. Where is my... Oh, it's over here. You can't see my swatches and stuff. That's kind of interesting. All right, we want kind of a quite that yellow. I actually could open up my, let me see if I can open up my my apple core. Maybe I can steal that instead. See if I can find that. That is the actual. Aha! I found it. But it totally made my thing small again. All right, we have the apple with the apple core. So that I can steal the apple core color. It's actually not very far from the one that I actually made. See what this looks like. Hello? Oh wait, that's like not on the correct layer. I'm sitting there going like, why can't I even? Shit, I did not mean to do that. There. I don't know. Maybe use this one instead? Kind of like that one better. I just decided, you know what? I might as well work on some art. Not much that I'm actually working on currently. All right, we're gonna bring this to the front. Don't think that's too big. Sorry about the coughing. I don't know. I kind of liked the other one better. We're gonna undo that. All right. I think that'll do. I don't know. Does it look like he's living in an apple? Now we gotta see if we can find a worm.
System says, Lucky Ascended has subscribed to the channel. Lucky Ascended, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the chaos.
Shadow!
We're all about apples and mischief here.
Why'd you do
Hope
that?
you're ready to roll in the trash with us.
Thank
System
you, though.
says,
I
Octopus
appreciate
Speedboat
it.
has subscribed to the channel. Octopus Speedboat, huh? That's a name. Thanks for the sub. Hope you're ready for some trashing adventures and chaos. Welcome to the crew. System says, Frosty Fari has subscribed to the channel. Frosty Fari? Hell yeah! Welcome to the chaos, buddy. Join us in our adventures, whether it's trash raids or apple heists. Let's make some mischief
Well,
together.
welcome new
System says,
subscribers,
Death to
and
Logic
thank
has
you,
subscribed to the channel.
Shadow. Even
Hey,
though
Death to Logic. Thanks for the sub.
Tard.
Welcome to the Chaos Crew. You're officially part of the Trash Mafia now. Let's cause some mayhem together.
I'm trying
System
to
says,
decide
Moro125
like, the
has
shape of
subscribed
the
to
little
the
worm.
channel. Moro125. Welcome to the Chaos. You've joined the best trash crew. Get ready for
I'm
dumpster
excited
dives
that
and apple
Moro
highs.
got a
Let's make some
subscription.
sweet memories.
They are gonna really be happy about that. So thank you so much, Shadow. I'm totally not cheating. I think that's a good wormy shape, right? This isn't cheating. It's smart. Because now he has a little wormy friend. I don't know if I want him quite that shape. I think he might be too big. Rotate him just a little bit. I think that's a good. Be careful where I put that worm. Yeah. Another cool thing about Illustrator versus like other programs, like I can just take this and give the little worm some cheekies. That kind of looks suspicious. Not gonna lie. That looks so freaking suspicious. He needs some eyebrows though. I'm looking at an image and I'm making one based on that. Oh my god. Oh my god. It looks kind of sus, not gonna lie. It does kind of look like it's booty cheeks. 100%. Let's actually make these smaller. And just tiny little bloobs. All right, well, I could make it look a little bit less sus by putting it more like that. All right, we're gonna group this together before we make it one like cohesive thing. It has lines, cute little wormy lines. Actually, we can do a clipping mask, so I can go like this. Let's go with a little bit of a darker green. It does look kind of sus, not gonna get oh god. I'm dying. I'm literally dying. How freaking funny that is. Totally not. Well, there's my second ever train. Thank you so much, Shadow, by the way. I really appreciate it. And I cannot even see my chat 100%. So there we go. I do kind of feel like this is a little bit like cheating, but it's not. It's just making things. So much better than like watching the
FR0
Illustrator.
Smanx says, Everine is dying from your worm. My worm. What the hell, Frost Manx? That's some wild shit. Make sure it's not the bad kind. Eva better be okay, or we're gonna have a serious problem.
Bitch! You guys are making me making me die. The bad kind of worm. You would know what the bad kind of worm is. Oh, Ross, what did you think of the video I shared today about just know that every hand you've shaken has had a dick in it? All right. Evenly spaced. I think I want to make them a little bit wider though. That's the cool, like, I will not get, I will never get over how cool vector art is. All right, we're gonna make a copy of just this one. We're gonna select this and we're gonna unselect that and we're gonna go edit. Actually, we wanna, oh shit. Just grab them. Here, we'll just do this. I'm gonna make them not lines. Shit. Select that. Group, object, expand, make them actual shapes. And then we want to go edit, paste in place. And then we want to select both that and the one that I pasted and go, guess we can group it. Shit. Let's go with this. Why isn't it letting me do, there we go. Usually I can, why didn't that work? I've never had that not work before. No. There we go. It is a gummy worm. 100% gummy worm. Or like those little apple worms. Yeah, I had to send it to you guys. Like, I sent it to you, Frost. I sent it to the group with Molly. I sent, I had to. I couldn't help it. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Some little eyeballs. Okay, first things first, we're gonna just copy this and we're gonna go and make this one white. And then we're gonna go edit, paste in place, make that one black.
Eyeballs? What the hell, Frost Manx? Are we talking about actual eyeballs or some weird food? Either way, keep that nonsense away from me. I prefer my apples, thank you.
And delete that out. And look, I made an eyeball. I guess I could have just like done a clipping mask or something, but it's fine. Why is that? Okay. I was like, where did my little my little wormy lines go? It's adorable. Now it's gonna have cheekies. Little cheekies. Nope. Copy. There we go. Some eyeballs. Apple worm. Okay, we are gonna put like that. Move right over here. And then we're gonna do the same thing. It's adorable. And then he needs little cheekies. Little pinky cheekies. This is a lot of me turning my head. I've actually spent so much freaking time with working on a new what do you call it? A new rigging for my model. See, look, it's adorable. I think his mouth needs to be a little bit thicker. And we are good. Take that. Expand it. And group. There we go. Tiny little Scrap with his little worm he's holding. His worm. Not his worm. his pet worm. All right, there we go. Costume 1 done. All right, we are going to actually, I want to move this. We're going to need to move this because I put it in the wrong spot. Not emotes. Let's see. Put in the models. Scrap. And then I gotta remove Scrapple. Throw it back in Scrap. Okay. So now I need to save this as 1. And because I'm dumb, I made these the wrong size. So I have to edit. Oh, you get to see oh, you don't get to see. That's awesome. I'm glad. I can't see anything in chat right now. Let's see. Go back to Scrap. And we want to go into the Scrapple one and we want to name it 01. And then I got to make it so he has a talking frame. At some point, I will make him completely like a live 2D model so that he moves and stuff. I just haven't. So I'm going to have to like, I don't know, probably cut him apart. So he's got his own little like head stuff. Stroke him gently. He's sensitive. Totally. You degenerates. Right, and then save this one as 2. Yeah, scrap is only a 2-frame PNG, basically. All right. So I need to make him something for Bugsnax. Does anybody have any ideas? Do I make him into like one of the bugs? Do I just have him holding a Bugsnax? What do you think? Because I'm going to do that. And I also need to think of something for Okami. I haven't played Okami in like ever. So ooh, I've got ideas now for have him eating a bag of chips called Bugsnax. Is there a Bugsnax chip bag? I'm just like, I don't know anything about Bugsnax. Go and find the Bugsnax. Visit the wiki. Is there a snack? It's in its name. Yeah. I just wonder, like, journal, no, general Bugsnax. Bugipedia. I doesn't really show anything other than just like a standard image. Like, like this is what I have. Because I could definitely like have him surrounded like with the Bugsnax, kind of like how I did with the don't think I have that one in here. Let me open it up. The Slime Rancher. How I had him as the ringtail slime, and he's got a pile of snacks underneath him. Oh, you have no idea what Bugsnax is about. Okay, so it's a game that snacks are bugs. So if you look at these little guys, there's like pineapples, there's strawberries, donuts, like pizza ones. There's an apple crab right here. It was just suggested that I play it. There's some that are in like little bags. Like this one looks like trail mix, pretzels. I have no idea what that one is. So it's just like, do I have him hold something like that? Or because I don't know about that one. And then if anybody has any idea for Okami, because there is like designs people have made. I'm thinking I'm going to do something like this for the costume for me. I don't know if there's little creatures in Okami. I guess I could make oh, if there's a raccoon. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a raccoon. Like, there's people's art that's like different designs of what different animals would be. I could always just have him kind of be in the color scheme. I don't know. Usually I have something planned out, but now that I have the apple one, if anybody has any other ideas for just some random skins for scrap, got a scrap apple. I've got made costume Deadpool, the guide from Terraria. Terraria. So it's pretty much just a green shirt and pants. I don't know. I know that some people wanted a Deadpool. A Deadpool version of Scrap. Maybe I should just do that for the heck of it, for fun. I usually start on here. Ha! Didn't get me that time. Take that, bitch. He'd be more of a Wolverine than a Deadpool. That would be true. Because he say bub. I guess he would look more like Wolverine. I don't know. Okay, so this is what the apple bug snack looks like. Make him Vash and give him a dart gun. But why am I gonna make a Vash though? Like, what would I use that for? Same with the Deadpool. That's why I'm like, because I can see using the apple one. Creatures. Because he likes apples. There's a cheeser. A cheeseburger. Bug snacks. You know what I could do? Be really freaking lazy and just go and do like, I don't know.
Streaming Shadow says, would you rather be a bug or hold a bug? What kind of bug? Damn, that's a weird question. I'd rather hold a nice juicy apple than be a bug. But if I had to hold one, maybe a cool ladybug, at least it's got some charm.
Because I could do something like this. Because I'm not using AI. No. I totally am not like just cheesing it. Oh, shoot. Well, that's not there. It's not cut through. See, look. He totally isn't holding the crab that quickly. Or the cheese spider. See, I'm wondering if, like, just having him covered in them and holding some of them and, like, in a pile of them. Either that or I can, like, do something like this. So if you feed the people in the game the snacks, they turn into them. So I could make him look like he's eaten a bunch of snacks, like have a random arm. Wonder if there's like there's raspy, red bopper. I don't see any that are like, I guess there wouldn't be where raccoons aren't bugs. Like this one's cute. I kind of like the idea of him being swarmed just with random little bug snacks. Like there's a whole bunch of different cheese ones. Bought on butt love. That's PL. I like this one. This one's so cool. It's a spaghetti spider. I think that's a really good idea. Just have a bunch of different ones. Now the question is, do I need to make myself one for this game, or if just having scrap is enough? I have watched some of Sweetness and Lightning. We never ended up finishing it, but I loved it. That one looks like it's screaming.
Anime Day? Hell yeah. I love that stuff. Bring on the crazy shows and epic battles. Let's make it a trashy anime day, filled with chaos and apples.
So the question is, do I go through and redraw these, or do I take the easy way out and just go like that? Because I can just take these and go like this. But then I want to undo this. Scrap that. Leave that out. Because then it's just done and I don't have to do anything with it. It's vector. Put it on his little tail. I do feel a little bit bad doing this because it's using AI, but it makes it a lot quicker than me having to redraw them because they're good enough quality that you can do this. A lot of times you can't do this kind of stuff. I did actually do the same thing with the slime rancher because I didn't want to redraw all of them. But I did draw the slime. Right, well that's not going to work. I really like this like popsicle one. Climbing up Scrap's foot. So I could just download these PNGs and just drop them in, but I like doing it this way because then I can not have any loss. Any pixel loss. I think that's cute. I can't get that piece. Fix the eyeballs. I don't know, what's better? The crab on his head or spaghetti spider? Oh no, spaghetti spider had little, oh wait, no, they're gray. Okay. I thought they were coming through on the head. I don't know, that's kind of the same color as the butterfly one.
Ads are about to start Everine.
He's gonna get his foot bit. I think that's adorable. At least for the one game. Oh no, did I accidentally created another artboard. I messed up. I'd never done that before, so that would be an issue. Right. Save as. Get a new folder here. I know you can't see it. Number 2. All right. We are good with that. Pop Kitty! Nana Kitty! I still think the apple one that I made earlier is just freaking adorable. He's gonna be so cute. And he's gonna have Apple Kitty. Adorable. Adorable little scrap. Okay, we gotta come up with some other ones. Okay, so we have one for Bug Snacks. Trying to remember what other games I have currently. Because the next one that I'm going to be playing Wrong scrap. Totally turned the wrong thing off. Is that one. So I do want to play another Zelda game. So I have this one for Zelda. And that one's for Final Fantasy as well. Chocobo Scrap is adorable. This is specifically for Final Fantasy 16. I don't know anything about the game. I just know that he has a white chocobo. So I made a little white chocobo costume for him. I can open it up over here so that you can see it a little bit better. But he's pretty detailed. Not like insanely detailed, but detailed enough for a little vector raccoon. Can almost not tell that he's a little raccoon in that. I will probably do like a yellow colorway as well of this one at some point so that it looks more like a normal whatever chocobo. So we could do a maid skin. I have my repo skin done. I have his repo skin done. People were saying that if I'm going to do a maid costume for myself, I should make him a butler.
The ad apocalypse has begun.
I don't know if I have a costume for Coral Island. He should be the maid because he'd be cute with a feather duster. That would be adorable. Maybe that's what we'll do, is we'll do a maid costume. All right. With that, I'm actually going to sketch. Okay, he is still not open. We're going to sketch something. Actually, cancel that. Save for web. Save. I'm going to keep him his normal size. Okay. Now I got to find my cord. My fourth monitor. See if it'll actually work for me here. Where is my mouse? Hello, mouse. Okay. I might do a actual capture of a display on this one. Aha! It let me do it. Cool. Throw it down here, though. It's gonna be tiny. So, I gotta get some inspiration. Now I can throw my... You're gonna hear me talking with my pen in my mouth. Well, I'm glad I'm not showing this. Because the maid costume prompt on Google.
Damn right, Eva. No more annoying ads. Let's dive into the fun and chaos. Just
Right.
apples and mischief from now on.
We are going to open up. Scrap on here. And we're going to draw on him. Okay, we want to change the size. Change canvas size. There we go. That'll give me some more space. All right. So the question is, what kind of maid costume does he need? I should have taken the apple out of his hands before I saved that. I'm going to do that real quick. That's if I can find my freaking mouse again. That's way too big. Just a 600 by 600 will work. At least just for the sketching part. All right. I love this thing. I have a display tablet, it's an X Pen tablet. I bought it for Frost forever ago. So I'm thinking I need to look at my my reference. Right now I have a reference of a guy in a maid costume that has like a more of a church style collar. Like a church warden. And it's more of this kind of can't remember how to make the whatchamacallit. Okay. So we want him to have like a flowy little skirt. Scrap in a dress. Little puffy sleeves. That's so freaking cute. Not gonna lie. All right, now we need like the waistband here. So I like drawing like out a sketch when I'm doing like costumes and stuff and I have to make them like actually fit around the character. The Apple one I didn't do that because I figured it would be a lot easier to just use the Apple that I already had. All right, what kind of helm should he have? Don't know if fishnets would fit on him. This guy definitely has fishnets. I totally was not like looking at chat. I'm sorry. Frost. That was because I had it blocked by my reference. I'm using my main monitor for my reference. So, does he need the whole on like but do I add like little bows on the end like this? Oh, that was adorable. That's freaking adorable. He's getting bows. All right, we need a feather duster. Oh, there's a beefcake man with a feather duster that I can use as reference here. I don't know if I I don't like that. Kind of want to draw it off of him so that I can actually see it. I don't know. Do those look like feathers? That'll give me some shapes to work with, I think, to build a feather duster. All right. Let's save this. Okay. Was there anything else that I needed to sketch? I know that some of the other ones I have like we could sketch up a um we could definitely sketch up like the Okami one. At least the like make him that color, but make him like have kind of the little markings. Some of them have like swirls. And some of them have like stripes and stuff. Kind of don't like that one. I don't know, Frost, you know more about, like, you love Okami, so I don't know what kind of, like, I want to just delete this part out here. They don't really have anything on their hands. Think wind and paintbrushes. So more like that kind of a shape instead of maybe something more like that follow the lines. Oops, wrong brush. Though it doesn't look like there's, well, the rooster has like a whole section of red around his eyes. So maybe something like that. And just do him in the colors of the Okami. Like, I know a lot of them have like the feathers. Off of their shoulders. Maybe something like that. Erase that. I'm not too worried about like the and then the leaf or the feathers come out from here. Kind of like that. I think that'll do for an Okami one, I think. All right, let's save this one. I think I need to combine these two. Remember how to combine them. Yeah. All right, scrap made and scrap Okami. That'll give me some stuff to work on. Oh, I'm like, why can't I click anything? That is because it opened up a dialog box on my other monitor. Yay! Oh gosh, it's even more. Okay. Go. Wrong one. That'll give me 2 more to do. All right. Okay, we're gonna switch back over to the other. Set that down. Set this to Illustrator. And it's showing it. That's not cool. All right, I'm gonna have to capture my my display. It's not letting me do it. Do you guys get? Oh, check Discord. Okay. All right. Thanks, Frost. That'll give me some ideas on how to make it look like that. All right. We're going to work on, I think, the maid one first, just because that one seems like it'd be a lot more fun. Holy shit. That's massive. Good to see my actual desktop here. Smart. Just move it over. Yeah, you don't need to see chat. You can keep chat there so I can still see it. Let me move this down so that I'm not below it. Damn. There we go. So usually what I'll do is I will do my sketch like that, and then I'll just take wherever I saved it. That's not what I want. There it is. And then I'll just place that in. And then it's the same size. So we're gonna put this on a new layer at the very tippity top. And we're gonna take the opacity and turn it down to maybe 40% and lock it in place. All right. So now we have to make Scrap look like he is actually wearing a freaking dress. So that looks like this is a little bit out of place. Yep. There we go. That's in the right spot now. All right. Start with his little main shirt. Minus the sleeves. All right. Make that. I want it actually black. Probably more that color. And before I screw things up, we're going to save this as made. All right. We need a lighter color. And an even lighter color. All right. I tend to do pretty subtle gradients. That will work for his little arm. This needs to be on a different layer above his arm. I think that needs to be a little bit more puffed out. That works great for a little arm. Right, let's work on the detail of his collar. All right, this I'm gonna change to that one. This in here. one needs to go on the back end. Working with layers is kind of a pain in the ass, not gonna lie. Gonna make a shadow here. Straight up black. White little buttons. I don't usually even use white. I usually use like a gray color, depending. I like a warmer. A warmer white seems to work a little bit better. And it looks more like a pearl versus like a white, just a white dot. Right, we want to get rid of this. Shoot, it didn't save it. No. Throw in a tiny little highlight. We are going to evenly space these. There we go. Need to move them over a little. I'm going to actually turn off the sketch so that I can see. Little pearly buttons. All right, so I actually want to add some creasing. To his little sleeveys. They kind of look more like they're puffed out. They like where that's hitting. Okay, we are going to add a gradient to these. I'm going to go from dark to light. So they fade in just a little bit. Off again so that I can see what it looks like. I think that's kind of nice. All right. Now to do the skirt. Because technically it's, ooh, shit. I don't know what I did. So today I was at a little, I guess you could say it was a race, but I wouldn't say that it was much of a race. My child was running in the 5th grade mile run that they do in the area that we grew up in. I had to run it myself when I was a child. I only ended up having to run, well, I did run, let's see, how many years? 2 years?
Banned? What the hell? That's some bullshit. I can't believe they banned my partner in Chaos. Maybe I should start a rescue mission. Scrap, don't let bots mess with us.
I'm not. I don't understand why it's not showing up properly. Excuse me. Trying to decide how I want that to look. It would actually work better this way. I think I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do this whole section. That. I think that gives it a good, like, kind of a, what do you call it? Ruffle? Why is that? The hell? This is what you're trying to, I want you to copy that. Thank you. Oh, I don't know if I like that. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. like the way this part looks, though. Want it to drop below that. I think he looks adorable. Gotta give it some depth here. All right. Now I need my little shirt. Is it not letting me? All right. I have my alarm going off here. I'm gonna turn this off. Oh, I want this. Be this. All right, there we go. All right, we need to make this go to his full arm here. Go. It's freaking adorable. My God. I love Scrap. He is so freaking cute. All right, we're gonna throw on these, but we're gonna make them black instead. We need to move them up here. All right, now for his little apron. Just gonna make a rectangle fish shape. What goes on the back? Another strap over here. Definitely needs to go above, like so. My kid's not feeling good. I actually want to see what. All right, we want this direction, and we're going to do a fun little thing by making some ruffles. Actually, I think it's white. Yeah. So that it kind of mimics the ruffles. Oopsie. Nope, that was not what I was intending to do. I was trying to grab this. All right. Now I can go and transform this and reflect it and copy it and rotate it. Shrink it down. Then I'm going to adjust the angle here.
FR0 Smanx says, Eva Rain is making you a sissy maid outfit. A maid outfit? What the hell, Frost Manx? You think I'm some kind of cute little raccoon? I'd rather stick with my badass cosplays. But if it's trashy enough, maybe I'll wear it.
It looks freaking cute. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've outdone myself with this one. Freaking adorable. He is a cute little raccoon. Okay, now he just needs his little apron and his little hat. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking cute. Wait, is there no... There isn't. Well, that makes it. No, they're connected. I'm confused. I can't see anything with this freaking line art on there. That up. Okay, I need to fix that. Like, it's not... There we go. Why is this not... Fine. Totally fine. There we go. I really don't like how that looks, but... it doesn't need the ruffle on it. I give up on that freaking ruffle. I am, however, gonna maybe cheat this way. So I don't have to draw this again. See. Hello, Ailey. How are you doing this lovely fine morning? I mean, afternoon. I'm actually going to be getting off here very, very soon. Because I really should go pick up my child from school so she doesn't have to walk home. I don't know if that's going to look good or not. Okay, I'm done being lazy. I don't like the way that looks. I'll fix it. I'll just do the one that I made. The scrap is going to be for whenever I want him to be a maid. There's no particular reason. Did you want to see the other ones that I made? Give me 1 second. I will quick show you the ones that I made today. So I've got this one that just has bug snacks, and I just made them vector real quick and just put them in for when I play bug snacks. We've got where's the other one? We got Scrap Apple.
As
So
they're about to
Scrapple
start either
with his very not sus green worm. And then I don't know, did I make another one? I don't remember if I made another one. I know I was drawing some of them. I think I don't have another one. I was drawing a Okami one. So I am going to make him in the colors of Okami. and then do the little fur feather and design kind of thing on him. And close the chocobo in this one. So I just thought that I needed a sexy maid costume for my little Scrap. Because he's adorable. It may have been peer pressure. Maybe just a little bit of peer pressure. Oh, I really messed that up. There we go. I really need to turn that off. All right, so this one here, this one here. That. There. There. I need more white. It's very cute. I'm very happy with this. The issue is I want it rotated just a hair. That'll do. Maybe move that more here. I think I'm gonna take these, move them back a little. That's good enough. It kind of looks like it. It'll work. It doesn't have to be perfect. He's just a tiny little raccoon friend. I still need to make the feather duster and that he's going to be holding. I need to make his little bow. It's off again. Thank you, Frost. I hadn't done that in a very, very long time. So thank you. Thank you for the reminder. That'd be really bad if I lost all of this. Because it's freaking cute. Okay,
The
so it
ad
did add.
apocalypse has
No, it
begun.
didn't. Lame ass. No, just this one. Move it there. Oh no, ads! Right when I was going to possibly call it. No, I got about 20 minutes until I absolutely need to leave. My daughter takes forever to come out of the school, so I really don't need to leave until school gets out. But that's okay. I can do the feather duster real quick. Isn't he adorable though? Look at him. Look at him. I definitely think that it might be fun to swap out one of my emotes to be the apple scrap. Just because he's so freaking adorable. Enslave the scrap. Yeah, he's my little we are going to make like a triangular black handled, I guess. It should be wood. It should be brown. Okay, now I need to make my feathers. I don't know how this is going to come together. We're going to see how well this works. Technically, I could just take like the tail off of my chocobo.
Damn right, Eva.
Because
No
that's made
more
out of
annoying
feathers.
ads. Let's just focus on trash, apples, and pure chaos. That's what we do best.
I totally didn't base this on like a Korean dude that was dressed as a maid. Absolutely not. All right, that gives me some different random shapes for some feathers. That was rude. That was so freaking rude. That was rude. You're mean. All right, so we need, I think we're gonna go more towards the white. Make this have a gradient. Actually,
Cheese on Eva? That's some funny shit. Just hope it's not that gross processed stuff. We should start a cheese fight. Messy and
it's
hilarious.
totally that gross processed stuff. Scrap. All right, we got a wooden stick. Now we got to try to make these feathers work. It kind of looks like a feather duster. I don't know. Maybe it's working. maybe. Maybe it kind of looks like a feather duster. I don't know. I guess. It needs to be smaller. I guess that kind of works. I don't know. I don't know if it looks like a feather duster or not. I gotta make sure that it's arrange, send to back. There we go. It's over the top. Yeah, I guess it works. All right. Now we can save him. All right, we need to make him 600 pixels. How to do that? I want 600 pixels. Holy shit! There we go. There's a naked scrap. All right. Now you can actually see where all of my files go. You snooper. Don't really have anything hidden. All right. New folder. Scrap. Made. Is number 1. Now his mouth open for number 2. Oh, wait. I gotta resize it. There we go. All right. And with that, I think I am done for today. I gotta go pick up my daughter from school today. All right, let's see who is on. I don't think Ailey is on yet. Yeah, Ailey's definitely not on yet. Wow, nice. Nice assets. We'll see if there's anybody that I'm following currently on. We'll pick somebody from there. Boobs. Yeah, boobs. Or do I even want to today? We can. It's fine. We can go drop them off with, let's see who. Randomly pick Final Fantasy. We'll do that. All right, I will catch you guys later. I hope to see you guys again. I will be playing a game tomorrow. I just didn't have much time today. I only had about 3 hours. So I didn't want to start anything and be like, I want to keep playing. So that's why I decided to do art today. Well, anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.